Hey everybody, I just received this travel duffel bag today and I was so excited about it that I decided to come and give you guys a review. So I'm going to review the Tolaccea M3 travel duffel bag. It's actually both a duffel bag and a travel backpack, which I thought was really nice. So let me tell you what my first impressions. I really do like the bag. Not only does it look nice with the orange accents against the blue material, the blue color, it looks really nice. But the material itself seems to be stronger than some of these no-name brands that you may get cheaper on Amazon. But the zippers itself will seem to withstand a lot of usage, which is what happened with one of these cheaper bags that I bought. It broke within 2 months. The stitching also broke within 4 months, and the stitching here across the board everywhere seems to be much stronger. Hopefully it'll withstand the usage that I give it. There's a number of straps that you have across the bag on both sides, on front and here on the left, on right, to compress your bag so that it takes up less space if it's not as filled as much when you're traveling. There's also a good compartment here for your water bottle. That was important for me, to make sure that I had something for my water bottle. Here I have an Awala bottle, 24 ounce, that fits very nicely here. It's not tight. It's not too loose. I'm sure that if I use it as a duffel bag, it won't fall out. I'm not sure. I'll find out soon. If I use it as a knapsack, will it fall out? If I do, then I'll probably have to figure out how I'll just secure it there. But nonetheless, I think I won't have much of a problem with the water bottle here. So that's pretty good. From the outside, let's look at some of the other things on the outside. It has two good straps. Now, these aren't padded as much as I'd like to, but I think it'll suffice for the padding that comes with it. The nice breathable and ventilation that you have here is pretty good. And the strap, so that if you want to put it with your travel bags, with your other bags, with your carry-on bag, it'll do good. It does have a good compartment back here. It's large enough to fit a notebook, right? You could probably fit, a novel, a couple of novels here, or a couple of textbooks, or something of that nature. I wouldn't put anything too valuable because, again, the only thing that you have is this one strap here to secure something from falling out. So it's probably for, just maybe things you need immediately, maybe a cable or a battery pack or something like that if you really want it there. But I think, again, nice compartment there. It does have the sternum strap for better stability if you ever need it. And the nice thing is that you could actually take these straps off, as you could, hopefully you can see that here. You could take the strap off and you could actually hide the strap, put it away, so that you could truly make it a duffel bag, right? So you can see here, I could just put this in here and do the same thing on the other side, and it becomes really, truly a nice, good duffel bag. So maybe that's easier when you're in the plane and you have to put it in the overhead compartment. It may be easier to do it that way. This is advertised as a 40 to 50 liter bag, and I truly do believe that it is that size, given the fact that the one I came back that I'm coming from is a 50 liter, and it seems to have the same amount of storage capacity. The dimensions of this is it weighs around 3.64 pounds, so it's not exactly too light, but it's not exactly too heavy either. Its width is around 21.65 inches or 55 centimeters. Its height is 12.6 inches or 32 centimeters, and its depth is anywhere from 9.45 to 11.42 inches, and that's 24 to 29 centimeters. Now, the reason that you have a variety of sizes for the depth is because you have an extra, you have a way to expand this. So let me go ahead and expand that right now. Let me open up these straps so it's easier. But you could actually unzip the compartment, the extra compartment, to make it the 40 to 50 liter size that it's advertised. And when I do that, you could see that you get what's essentially almost 2 inches worth of space. It seems like it's 2 inches. It's yeah, it's around 2 inches worth of space. And that really impacts one of the compartments. We're going to see that in a couple of minutes, right? So the other compartment from the outside that you can see here before I open this up is the main compartment here on the outside, which is they advertise it to be able to put swimsuits or anything that's wet, like a towel or something of that nature. I'll probably use it just as my main compartment to be able to put stuff and take stuff really easily without having to open this up, you know, as you're going through the airport, or if you want to just store something very quickly. The only thing I didn't like about this is the fact that this is the only main pocket that they have on the outside, and it doesn't have, you know, places for a pen or something else. So I've opted out to use some of these, you know, nylon organizers to be able to make sure that, you know, I'm actually using it and I don't create a mess in there. So I think that's a good way of using this as an alternative. But again, you can use it if you want to for any wet clothes that you have or something of that nature, right? So that's everything from the outside. Now let's open up the bag itself to show you the inside. So it does open up clamshell, like, right? And it splits in half. So if we look at the smaller of the two compartments, we see here the area where you could put a few days worth of clothes. This one's not the expanded side, right? But this is pretty large. You could probably fit a couple of jeans and some t-shirts and maybe some underwear or something of that nature. Okay, it does fit a nice size amount of clothes in there. And then here is where you have also your laptop, where you have your laptop pocket. All right, so you could, as you can see, you could fit not just this is a 14-inch laptop, so it's advertised to be able to fit a 15-inch laptop. You could also obviously fit a tablet here, and maybe even fit. I'm sure I could fit 2 laptops in here and a tablet without any problem. And the only thing that just happened that then becomes a problem is probably the weight. But I've traveled before with multiple laptops and my tablet, so yeah, that feels like it will be spacious enough. The protection, you may be asking, okay, well, how well protected is? There is some padding here. It's not very thick, but considering that on this side you'll have the padding that comes with the rest with the knapsack side of the bag, I think that'll be sufficient to protect it. And on the front side you'll have the rest of the bag, so I think that'll be good. Now let's go to the main compartment, right? So the main compartment here has 2 smaller pockets, a mesh pocket and a toiletry pocket. Yeah, this seems typical size of what I've seen in the past in my other bags that I've had. I think, again, I think it'll be sufficient. But if we open this up, this is where we'll see the expanded side that I showed you before, right? So here I have just so you could have some type of dimension, some of the cables that I'll probably use. This seems to be deep enough. When you look at this, it seems to be deep enough. And so far as how much space you could have, there's a number. And this, remember, this is the expanded. This is what it is expanded. If you do decide to compress it, this is as much space as you'll get. Right. This is the expanded version, and this is what it's going to be like when it's not expanded. Right. So right now it's expanded, so you'll get, well, like I said, 1 to 2 inches or more of space, probably an inch and a half at least of more space. And this one is where you're probably going to be able to fit, you know, the majority of your clothes. This is also the compartment where you could put one of these batteries, and you could put your cable through here to be able to charge your devices without having to open up your bag. Overall, I'm satisfied with how this bag looks and its usefulness and how it's distributed. The space is being distributed, and I think it's a good buy. It's absolutely a good buy for the price. So hopefully you find this very useful, and happy traveling.